The New York Yankees actually won a game yesterday. Will they make it two straight on Friday? I'm not so sure. Coming up, I'm going to let you know a way we can make some money by betting against the Yankees tonight. Plus, how about a second free play? Will the suddenly struggling Chicago White Sox be able to turn things around at the plate? I think so. Stay tuned for more on that. What's going on, everybody? Bryan Power back with you here on the WagerTalk YouTube channel. I've got two free picks in Major League Baseball for Friday, July 10th. Before we get to them, do me a favor, click that subscribe button down below me. Why should you do that? Well, I do a ton of free content here on the WagerTalk YouTube channel. When you are subscribed, you get instantly notified when these free play videos become available, not just mine, but everyone else's, and they all do a great job as well. I promise I'll get to today's free plays in just a minute, but for all my premium selections, my best bets, the place to go is wt.buzz/BP. There's a link in the description below to help you get there just a little bit faster. I'm on an awesome 87-56 all sports run right now, guys, as you can see scrolling on the bottom of your screen. That's after going a perfect 3-0 the last 2 days. Yesterday in the World Cup, we cashed a best bet with the under 2.5 in France, Morocco. That was on the heels of Wednesday's 2-0 sweep in MLB, which included an easy 5% winner on the over in Diamondbacks Padres. Big thanks to all of you who joined me for that one. I am number one at WagerTalk.com this season when it comes to betting MLB totals. We're going to be talking more about that in just a little bit. All right, though, right now, let's talk about the Yankees and the Nationals, shall we? This is a 6:45 Eastern time start in our nation's capital. When the Rays' Junior Caminero hit his 11th home run in the last 14 games yesterday in the first inning off Yankee starter Paul Blackburn, it certainly appeared, didn't it, that the Yankees were heading towards another loss. After all, it was a bullpen game for the floundering Yankees, who were going to have to face Tampa Bay's outstanding starter, Drew Rasmussen. But then a funny thing happened. The Yankees' bats actually woke up, and when it was all said and done, New York scored 12 runs Thursday afternoon, 6 of them coming off Rasmussen, who entered the game with a 2.73 ERA. Just to further illustrate how no one saw the Yankees' offensive resurgence coming, Rasmussen came in with a career .89 ERA against the Yankees. He'd allowed just 5 runs in 50 2/3 innings against them. Yet yesterday, it was 6 runs allowed in 2 1/3. Those 12 runs scored yesterday by the Yankees were their most in a game since June 16th, nearly 1 month ago. In fact, it was the first time in 20 games the Yankees scored more than 5 runs. Wins have certainly been few and far between for Aaron Boone's team this season, as of late, I should say. They're just 5-14 their previous 19 games, including 3-11 the last 14. The only time during that stretch the Yankees were able to post back-to-back wins was back on June 23rd and 24th in Detroit. So I don't like the situation the Yankees find themselves in on Friday, coming off a win where their lineup performed much better than usual. I especially don't like the price on them, as we're talking about having to lay north of -160 on the money line. The way the Yankees are being priced for tonight's game in Washington opens up a golden opportunity, in my view, to back the rested Nationals +1.5 on the run line. Guys, we only have to lay around -115 to get the 1.5 run head start for this series opener. I know that the combo of Carson Palmquist opening and then Zach Littell following in bulk relief is hardly inspiring. Okay, that's who we've got on the mound for the Nats. However, Littell, he's been better as of late. He's allowed 2 earned runs or fewer in each of his last 3 appearances. We're also getting +1.5 with the Nationals team that had yesterday off and leads all of Major League Baseball in runs scored this season. Seems like a pretty decent luxury to have, especially going against Ryan Weathers, who is starting tonight for the Yankees. Weathers has taken a loss in 5 of his last 7 starts. During that same stretch, he's also allowed 4 or more runs 5 times. By the way, the Yankees bullpen, it's pretty taxed. 6 different relievers worked yesterday. We don't need Washington to win here, guys. Just keep it within a run. Considering they have a rest advantage, and the superior offense, betting the Nationals plus 1.5 on the run line seems like the bet to make here, at least from where I sit. Smash that like button if you agree. Okay. Also, feel free to comment down below if you've got a different take. I promise I won't bite. Make yourself heard here on the WagerTalk YouTube channel. That's all we're asking. Before I give out my second free play, allow me to take a minute to tell you about Friday's top play in Major League Baseball. Best bet. I mentioned where you can get it on my page, wt.buzz/BP. It is available for purchase right now. It is a total, this 4% best bet. As I already mentioned, I am number one this season at WagerTalk when it comes to betting MLB totals, up 44 units. Thank you very much. That includes 2 easy wins back on Wednesday with the over in Cubs Orioles, and then the 5%, the over in D-backs Padres. What MLB total should you be betting tonight? Find out right now. wt.buzz/BP. Again, click the link in the description below if you want to get there a little bit faster. Let's make it 4 straight winners. Okay, now we're going to move on to the Athletics and the White Sox. What do you say? This is a 7:40 Eastern start on the south side of Chicago, where the White Sox just got swept by the Red Sox. A little bit of history was made in that series as the White Sox became the first team all season to go 3 consecutive games without recording a single extra base hit. Heard that correctly. There's not, before the White Sox in their series against Boston, there had not been a team all year in Major League Baseball that went 3 straight games without at least 1 extra base hit. White Sox just did it. They had no answer for Boston's outstanding pitching. But I expect a much different story to unfold this weekend, starting tonight against an A's pitching staff that, quite frankly, just stinks. The A's are allowing the second most runs per game in baseball this season. Granted, that has a lot to do with them allowing an average, I should say, of nearly 7 runs per game at home. But still, since June 1st, no one has allowed more runs than the A's. And the White Sox are getting Murakami back in the lineup tonight. The Japanese sensation has been out since May 29th. He had a team-high 20 home runs at the time of the injury. So Murakami's return is big deal here. I think the White Sox should hang a crooked number. Jacob Lopez will open for the A's. He was recently recalled from AAA and didn't do well. Allowed 4 runs in 3 innings, his first appearance back in the big leagues. Prior to that, Lopez's last big league appearance was back in May, late May, May 31st, I believe to be exact. It saw on that day, he allowed 7 runs in 2 innings. So he's not very good. I'm going to keep this second breakdown pretty short and sweet, guys. The A's have lost 14 of 17 games. The White Sox started for Friday. Sean Burke, he's coming off an outing where he had a career best 11 strikeouts against the Guardians. Burke has allowed 2 earned runs or less each of his last 4 appearances. One of those was not a start. He was a bulk reliever following an opener. Nevertheless, big pitching edge here for the White Sox. They're the better offensive team. They're the better team overall. If you've been listening to me here on the WagerTalk YouTube channel, you know that I already bet the White Sox 5-1 to win the AL Central. As for tonight, unlike the Yankees we discussed earlier, the White Sox deserve to be north of -160 on the money line here. I would play them tonight at that price. Comment down below if you agree, or simply smash that like button. Again, your 2 free plays for Friday: Nationals plus 1.5 on the run line against the Yankees, and then we'll lay the big price with the White Sox as favorites against the A's, deserving favorites, I might add. After you are done smashing the like button and commenting down below, head on over to wt.buzz/BP. Not only are you going to find my 4% best bet for tonight, but how about hopping on board for the next 6 days? It'll cost you only $69. I'm currently on an 87-56 all sports run. Mentioned that earlier. This special offer is going to give you double the access at no extra cost. See on your screen. Normally, it's $69 for 3 days of all access. Here, we're giving you 6 days. That's all plays. Every play I release, not just Major League Baseball, but in the World Cup, where I'm on a 9-3 run, 75%. I'm also the most profitable soccer capper at WagerTalk the last 2+ years. Thank you very much. Up over 60 units of profit during that time. So hop on board, 6 days, $69. This will cover you all the way through the World Cup semifinals, obviously. And just because there's no action next week during the MLB All-Star break, it's 6 full days of service. Okay. So you're getting 6 days worth of plays for me. I know there's going to be some days where we pass next week, but it will carry over into the start of the second half of the MLB season and the end of the World Cup. So I think that's a great way to get on board. Okay. Another free play video in the books. We're all done here. Hope you enjoyed it. One last reminder to both like and subscribe. Have a great weekend, everybody. Until next time, let's cash some tickets.